Unfavorable desire means without Krishna we want to enjoy. Nowadays everybody is telling, no, after marriage, Mummy, I do not want to have with you. I want to have my own family. The same thing that we did with Krishna, but that is not possible. Without Krishna we cannot be happy. That's why Krishna separately made this world, material world, to make that impossible possible. What is impossible? We cannot separate from Krishna. We are not only part and parcel also. Just the part means we can separate. Part and parcel means impossible to separate also. But the part remains part, but we cannot separate. That is our position with Krishna. But we won't have separation. Because Krishna loves us. We are children. He is fulfilling our desires, just creating this material world and putting here this Maya, three modes. Because of three modes, now we are thinking that I am separated from Krishna. Krishna is not there. But that is not true. You understand? Because of we being his children, he is fulfilling our desires, putting these three modes. But now we should realize the truth. It is impossible for me to be happy without Krishna, so better I will connect to Krishna in each and everything. That's the thing what we are training you. Understand? In this world we cannot be happy without Krishna.
So why does karma come into it?
Karma only you are acting, no? What is the desire? Desire and karma is a connection, no? You have to experience your desire. Desire means what? Some process you want to undergo. Through that one you want to be happy. The process you are undergoing is the act of karma, your activities.
So is there a beginning of soul and ending of soul?
No, you are eternal, I am telling.
Okay, so then why does karma come into account? No, I didn't.
No, you see, we are part and parcel of Krishna parts.
So I have come into this life, I might be suffering from something. I wouldn't desire to get suffering from this. I have come to enjoy.
You don't desire,
Why do I
but the reaction for your action, you want to be happy without Krishna. That is your desire. Isn't it? So Krishna is making all the facilities. Now you are acting, you want to be happy. Now you understood that you are separated from Krishna. You want to be happy, you are doing some action. Isn't it?
So some diseases I'm getting something.
That is next we will go that one. I will, First you had that desire that you want to enjoy without Krishna. Isn't it? Enjoyment is not simply closing our eyes and we are enjoying. We are putting something, no? We are acting something. That's why we are happy. You understand? This is first action. This is called action. We are doing some action to be happy. Isn't it? That action is against the will of Krishna. We are part and parcel of Krishna.
No, but then he's sending us without his desire to send us down. So he's like making us realize that.
Yes. If your son does some mistake, you don't want him to realize his mistake. You want to allow him to do the unwanted things.
But then why is he allowing us to do it?
Because you are stubborn, arrogant. You are not following his instructions. Sometimes your son is very stubborn, arrogant. I want that one. What you are doing? You got children?
Yeah.
You took some time your children outside, no? From the exhibition or somewhere. They are very much wanted to have something which you do not want to give him. As he is screaming in the road, everybody is looking at you. What do? You allow him, no? Isn't it? So we are all like that one. And then after going home, you are giving some reaction to him, no? You are giving or not? The same thing, the diseases, this, that and all. This is the reaction for our action. The action to fulfill our desires, unfavorable desires. You got the point now? It's really clearly understood now, you? Huh? So first of all, we had unfavorable desires. That is, without Krishna we want to enjoy. That's not possible. Because we are parts and parcels of Krishna. I told the meaning of part and parcel. Part means we can separate. Part and parcel means we cannot separate. Huh? But we want to enjoy without Krishna, which is impossible. But Krishna is making that impossible also possible because He loves us. We are all dear children of Krishna, beloved children of Krishna. You understand the point? Then afterwards we have to face the consequences. That's why we are having these diseases, problems, this, that and all. You understand the point? Some people, they are blind. Some people are lame. Some people are deaf. These are not reactions. What we did earlier. One thing we are doing something wrong means to set it right. We are doing something, that's called reaction. So we are all seeing. In action, when before acting, we have the choice. We can act like that one, otherwise we can do something else also. But when we are facing the reaction, there is no choice. We have to face that problem. Isn't it? Somebody can help us. But the pain and all we should only bear. No one else can bear. Huh? They can help us. That's all. So we have to understand all these points. That's why Prabhupada is very clearly. I am also telling, from birth I am very much after Krishna. Krishna, Rama and Balaji, Govinda. I read so many Bhagavad Gitas, but I never understood. I never understood. When in 1982, when I was in Bombay, that time I attended Mr. A. Parthasarathi discourse Bhagavad Gita in Chennai also. I put one question, but he answered that. He read my name and I need not answer for this question, like that he told. I got very much wild. I wanted to come out from that hall, but I am sitting among so many people. So I wanted, but I tolerated and I cooled down myself. Then I came out. There was this book table was there. This Juhu Temple, Bombay. They had the book, and then I saw this Bhagavad Gita as it is. I picked up that one. I started reading. Then only I clearly understood. My father was also very much interested in providing all these things. What are the things I wanted, but I never understood. I'm really telling. This is the thing I'm telling anyone who is speaker, you should first realize that point. This happened in 1982, December. You can see A. Parthasarathi was giving discourses there in Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan in Bombay, Grand Road. I attended. I was in Andheri. So long distance I travelled and I attended. For me, he told this answer. I need not answer this question. What does it mean then? You understand? So I got vexed up. This is the Krishna's divine arrangement, but he got me this Astis book. You understand? So now it is very clear for you. So look before you leap. In English also we say, no? Just before doing this action, we should think whether this is going to help me or it is going to harm me. Isn't it? Now the reaction we need not face. If you do that action for Krishna, yat karosi, yat tasnasi, yat jagosi, dadasyat. That's sapasasi kaunteya, tat kurishmadarpanam. Anything that you are doing, you do that one as a sacrifice to me. Then you have no reaction. Krishna very well is telling in that one, in Bhagavad Gita. So we have to think that one, what I am supposed to do. You can ask that Mataji, Anuradha Mata, she will tell. What are the things we are supposed to do, what are the things we need not do. It's very, very important. We should know what is the need and what is want. What is need? That only we have to do. I want so many things. You better stop what all you want. That is going to fetch you reactions. That's horrible. We cannot tolerate also. That's the answer, your question. You're quite clear now?
Yeah.
You're happy? No, I want to see everywhere. Prabhupada also telling her, if you come to fully Krishna conscious, you will be happy. That's the symptom. So next question anyone can ask me, please. Yes?
Actually, we were discussing about this in many classes. Something like if it is a bad karma, we will have to
Face the problem.
But we were also discussing about the good karmas. So, good karmas, we have to get the benefit of it. So,
benefit of what you should understand there.
No, if it is like reaching Krishna, it's fine. But we were discussing like no.
So you should understand. I understand your point. I will tell you. We have action. 3 actions are there. One is action. Second is prohibited action. And third is inaction. Inaction means no action, inaction. As though you are doing that action, that is not going to yield you good reaction or bad reaction. No reaction for that one. That is called inaction. As though you act, that is not going to fetch you any reaction. That is called inaction. Okay? So inaction means what is according to the scriptures you are doing. That is good actions. That's called. So that is going to give you good results. You can even go to the heavenly planets. Heavenly planet, there is no problem. Everyone is happy. They are enjoying like everyone, anyone and everyone. What all here the people, they are dreaming. Without working also they want to have salary. That are not possible in Vaikuntha, in heavenly planets. They need not bother. There are everything is enjoyable. So karma means that one. Prohibited karma, that is what are mentioned in scriptures, and we are doing against that one. So they are going to the hellish planets. They are going to suffer like anything. So that is inaction. Inaction means that action is going to please Krishna. Instead of pleasing ourselves, that action we are doing, but not expecting that this is going to please me, but it is going to please Krishna, the Supreme Father. We realize now, I did some mistake. I was inimical to Krishna. Now I want to please Krishna, my Father. Isn't it? So I am doing the action, but I am giving the results to also my Father. You got the point?
So the first one, which you said.
That's good actions.
That is because whatever we charity or whatever,
Yeah.
we gain it through that. But when we go there to that
Heavenly planets.
planet also, we have to come back. Right?
Because our bank balance is finished.
Yeah, but my question is like, see, I'm doing it without any self-interest. So see, for example, one person is coming and begging. So I can't tell them, or you are.
You are giving something.
Yeah, I'm giving.
But you see, for you are thinking that when without expecting anything, I have just helped him.
Okay.
But you have to see that person what is going to do with what you have given him.
Yeah, that is.
He may misuse that one, isn't it?
Yeah, that is.
So, because of you, you have given him a chance to do something wrong. You understand? So here you can see in 17th chapter or 18th chapter, 3 different modes are there. Our action also belonging to any one of them. So we have to be very careful. This action I am doing, what is the consequence of this action? isn't it? We never give any charity donation to any beggars. If they come, we don't give 1 rupee, 2 rupee, this and all. No? Instead, we give only prasadam. Prasadam, if they take, they are really gaining. If we give money, they will go, they will smoke, they will drink, they will doing so many
But
things.
if they actually come and ask for something, maybe for medical expense,
Yeah.
we say no. So we saying no, will it give us some action?
No.
action?
Because you know that one that they are liars, they are doing something, huh?
They're not, maybe they're not liars. They are real need and we did not help them.
Yes.
So will it give us some
They may take the medicine. Why they had this problem? First you should understand. They had done some mistakes, some sinful actions. That's why they got this problem. As the problem is there, they are unable to cure themselves. They are begging. Huh? So you should think that how much they are sinful. That's why Krishna gave them this disease as well as they are unable to cure themselves. So they are in the very lowest level. You understand? You are helping them. They may get cured, but again they are going to do the sinful action. You please understand again. Huh? You are giving some medicines. They may get cured. Again their actions are what they were doing earlier. You are not changing their actions. Again they do the sinful action. Again they will reoccur. Isn't it? The disease may reoccur again. What is the use of you helping them with these medicines? Instead, we give the knowledge. Why you are suffering, you should first understand that point. You understand?
That person may, that state of mind to listen to us when he is in pain or need.
Even if we help him, how it is going to help him?
Maybe he might.
No, that's not. The same thing only the Prabhupada asked this Guru Maharaj, Bhakti Siddhanta. Now everywhere this independence programs are going on. Everyone is starving. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj asked the Bhakti Vedanta Swami, you go out and preach them. Ask them to chant Hare Krishna. But Prabhupada told Maharaj, everyone is struggling hard to get the independence. Huh? And Gandhi is leading them. They want independence. In this, they are starving also. In this circumstance, if I go and ask them to chant Hare Krishna, how they will accept my words? You understand? In order to accept your words, even in that circumstance, you need mercy of Krishna. You understand? I already told we are not at all doers, we are only instruments, only Krishna is the doer. How you get the mercy of Krishna? If you do your sadhana nicely, then Krishna will empower you. Krishna will help you. In the situation, Prabhupada tried to help everyone. We cannot, with our knowledge, we cannot help anyone. If you please satisfy Krishna, He will empower us. Then only I can help you. You understand? That's why I told you. To the extent I surrendered to Krishna, that extent Krishna helps me. That extent I can help you. If I only halfway, if 50% be, you are not going to benefit, I am not going to benefit. So we have to realize means 100% realize, that is 100% surrendered. You understand the point? So even if they come for medicines, there are really the government people, they provide all these things freely. So many this and all coming now. Nowadays everything, the government is providing all the things. And Rotary Club, Lions Club, they are also helping.
So we should not be indulging in charity.
No, because they are not going, unless or otherwise you are not going to convince them why they are suffering, then you can help them.
No, if it is from our own relatives,
Uh-huh.
we are
Even whether he is a relative or
nice
not.
person.
Nice person, how he,
In this
high nice person means how you can expect
No, but-
nice person
but,
is.
it is not
So you
necessary-
have to explain them first
Yeah.
why you are suffering.
No, but it is not necessary they have to suffer because of this Janma's karma.
Correct? Many previous janmas.
So that is possible even for us.
No.
If
Krishna
we
is
are not
telling,
into
Krishna is telling Sarvadharman Paritajaya Mamekam. Yeah. I will eradicate all your sinful actions. You got the medicine, real medicine. The patient, he didn't have the real medicine. Real medicine is surrendering to Krishna. You understand the point?
But the thing is,
Ah.
somebody is seeking my help. It may be due to a situation where my karmic thing demands I repay a past thing.
No, you cannot
now-
consider. Why you are considering
now-
yourself?
Now them lot of instances are there.
Well,
For karma, for example, karma. Yes,
So
yes,
what
yes,
is,
that's
what
part of
is the end of the karmas? Karna. What is the last life of Karna?
No, but
Please understand, you are talking about Karna. We should know about karma. What are the things?
No, what I'm saying that no, he was a dharmic person. He was donating, and even the story goes that even Dharma Devada wanted to save him.
Whatever may be, whether he is religious or not, but once if he denies the statement of Krishna, he lost everything. I already told inaction. Inaction means that action is not pleasing Krishna. Inaction means that pleasing Krishna. If his action is not pleasing Krishna, whatever may be the good thing he did, everything lost.
No, I'm not putting because you are preaching Vaikuntha or something. I'm asking.
Yes.
Situation has arisen.
Yes.
Somebody is approaching me for
Help. Everybody is approaching. Yeah.
And if you do not pay it, that also may be creating
No.
bad karma because
No. How?
somebody is needed.
Have you heard this one that if you are not helping such a person, you are going to incur some reaction?
No,
Why?
Even mentally, I can
Yeah, that
Why? You please understand the point. Why Krishna? Listen to me. Why Krishna asking Arjuna to suit Bhishma, Dronacharya? Dronacharya is Guru. Krishna is asking Arjuna, you just shoot your grandfather.
Bad karma. But because he was behaving a wrong action.
So the same person is also behaving wrong way. That's why he is
We
suffering.
do not know. When he comes, he acts, he says.
Why you do not know means why you are curing him? Why you are advising him?
No. See, that case, Drona was behind a wrong action, that the Bhishma supported a wrong action.
No, the problem is at
here-
that particular time, we may think by not doing it. we
Your
may gain a bad
thinking, your thinking has no value. Don't think anything as you like. Don't imagine. You should understand only the instruction from Krishna, then you are perfect. You may think that independence is given to you, but your thinking may not be correct, perfect. Better not to think. Better to get permission from your authority. That is this phrase, parampara. Without parampara is the worldly people. They think as they like, then they are going to suffer. If you are in parampara, you should ask your authority what I am supposed to do. Then you are not going to suffer. You understand? Our independent thoughts, has no value.
No, it is creating karma. Basically, as I told you, somebody is seeking help. I know that was really in need of help. For the particular point of time, I am thinking that he is not believer in Krishna.
You should ask him to chant Hare Krishna. That is the immediate thing is.
See, basically, even a person as a Hindu.
This is really, one second, just tell me, this really happened or it is your imagination one?
No.
It happened.
The situation?
Actually, talking about the
situation will be there.
Will be there is no meaning. I am telling, it is your concocted thing or it is really happened to you?
No,
No,
my
Prabhuji.
iron person who used to iron for me his clothes, somebody stole away his iron box.
Okay,
I gave him 3,000 rupees and whatever for that.
okay.
He's running his livelihood out of that.
Mm.
So, I cannot keep thinking, okay, he would have done something wrong, that's why Krishna is punishing him. So, he's coming and asking asking me help, I will not help him.
You are quite sure that no one else is going to steal again that iron box?
I know, after that nobody has stolen. Nobody has stolen.
Till now?
Till now he is working.
How?
And he's
Are you going to give him guarantee that no one is going to steal your iron box? Huh?
Why
No,
should I
we cannot think all those again. No?
You cannot think means you do not know the truth.
No, we cannot. We are all limited people. We cannot
That's
think-
why I'm
we
telling
do not know
limited people should not act independently. You should ask your authority.
all human beings are limited. All human beings.
But those who are coming in disciplic succession, they are following the instructions of Krishna, coming through the disciplic succession.
No, okay. That's why you say you are realized. You know, the Prabhupada realized. Now, for all the normal people, we are not realized.
Yes.
So, like Prabhupada,
You should follow us.
Like Prabhupada.
Before you are giving 3,000 rupees, if you gave him some instructions, if you really told him why your iron box is lost, one point is there. Without the sanction of Krishna, nothing can take place. Even in Tamil also we say, Bhagwan would- please, that's why, because that time you were not in Krishna consciousness, isn't it? You were not in Krishna consciousness, you were not aware of Krishna consciousness. That's why you did something wrong way. But once you understand this one, you should actually give him the instructions. This is the Krishna's sanction that he should lose his iron box.
No, in that row, some 3-4 people were there. 3-4 iron people lost. But I gave him, other people were asking loan from other people for that only.
I'm telling you are not understanding my question.
Okay.
Unless Krishna sanctions, nothing can take place. Bhagawanuடைய ஆணை இல்லாமல் புல்லு கூட அசையாது. You believe that one? Without the sanction of Krishna, even the insignificant blade of grass doesn't move. Isn't it? So in this case, the Krishna sanctioned him to lose that one. He sanctions one person, you take away this one. Krishna sanctioned him to lose that one, and you are giving him, helping him to have one thing. You are doing against the will of Krishna, or you are...
Why should he come only to me to take ask for money? He could have gone to anybody else.
Yes, that's a play for you. However, which role you are going to take? Krishna asked him to lose that one, and you are helping him to have this one. You are against the will of Krishna or not? This much you should understand first of all.
No, it is Krishna. He can take his as his will of Krishna.
What will of God?
Now that is he lost.
That is the will of Krishna. Krishna sanctioned, that's why he lost that one.
So that's what Krishna
He helps. She helps also because this.
Why you are concocting yourself?
Okay, now I.
You cannot, that's the thing I am telling.
No, I am asking another.
Then if you think like this one, for that one you have to face the consequences. Please understand. Every step is the padam vipadam. In every step it is danger.
No, I put it the other way.
That's why I'm telling,
I
don't concoct anything and don't bring any question like that one. If anything really happened, that is sanctioned by Krishna. If I imagine something, if it is so, it is so.
good action. What
That's the thing. That you should ask me and I will tell you.
okay, what is good action?
If someone is asking, he is telling that I lost my iron box, please help me. Is coming. Even think that I am coming to you and asking you. If you are really understood the situation, unless Krishna sanctioned me to lose that one, I never loses. You should have the respect for Krishna also. Isn't it? Without knowing, without seeing the hidden hand of Krishna in the situation you are acting. This is the action of Maya. Inside you are not seeing. Outwardly you are seeing this is the action of Maya. Inside only you can understand Krishna. Inside you should understand that Krishna sanctioned him to lose because he must have done something wrong. Now you should preach him. Yes, I can help you, provided you understand why you lost your thing. You understand my point?
How will I make him understand why he lost his box?
Because you are not in Krishna consciousness, that's why you did something wrong. Now we are preaching you, we are giving you the knowledge how to tackle the situation. Anything that you did that's okay, that's gone. Without having Krishna knowledge, you did something. Why you are conducting classes? To give this point. You never thought that it is sanctioned by Krishna. But now you are realizing that it is sanctioned by Krishna. Isn't it? So that time you never understood that one. So why you are conducting these classes? This class is conducted because to give you the understanding of Krishna consciousness, the love of God. You understand? You understand? Huh? We cannot think as is suppose and all this only imaginary. In imaginary you cannot come to truth. We are already in dream only. Everybody is dreaming. I want to be like this one, like this one. That's an old dream. That never happens. Dream never comes true.
So now what should be my...
So now you are in Krishna consciousness. The very first step in Krishna consciousness, you should do your sadhana nicely. Those who are not coming to Krishna consciousness, they are under the influence of Maya, three modes. They never understood truth. Okay? Now as you are coming to Krishna consciousness, to get rid of the influence of Maya, we have sadhana. Sadhana means chanting, following four regulatory principles, only accepting what we offer to Krishna. This and all called sadhana. This and all normal people never do. You understand? Those who are not in Krishna consciousness, they never chant. They never follow four regulatory principles. They never accept only what offered to Krishna. Isn't it? We all come here not to chant, not to follow regulatory principles, not to accept what offered to Krishna. But now you understood the things and you are following this one. It's not pleasing Krishna? It's not pleasing Krishna or not?
Yeah, it is pleasing, but...
Isn't it?
But my
Don't speak more than that one. Huh? It is pleasing Krishna or not? If Krishna is pleased, he doesn't have the obligation to help you to know the truth. If one person is happy with you, he doesn't want to show the gratitude to you. Even normally persons, they want to show gratitude. The supreme person, he doesn't want to show his obligation towards you. Is there or not? Isn't it? So if you do sadhana, then Krishna is helping you. You will not act wrong way. You understand my point?
No, I understood. But then what should be my action?
That's the thing I am telling you. You should help him in such a way that he realizes the cause for his suffering. He is suffering. He lost iron box, he is suffering. But what is the cause for that suffering? That if you know that one, then only you have the right to help him. If you don't know that one and you are helping him, means that you are going against the will of Krishna. That you should understand thoroughly. Those who are not in Krishna consciousness, those who never understood the Krishna consciousness, they are going against the will of Krishna. Huh? So it is better for you to come to Krishna consciousness and learn all these things. Then you will never commit mistake. You understand? Don't bother for the what happened. That's Don't bother for that one. Krishna is telling, Sarva Dharman Parityaja, you forget all things, you abandon all this. Just surrender to me. I am going to eradicate all your reactions of sinful actions. If the mother is punishing the son, before punishing, the son confesses his mistake and tells, my dear mother, hereafter I am not going to do the same thing. The mother is going to excuse him or not, forgive him or not. Like that one. We should also confess our mistakes. And then we have to Tell Krishna that I am not going to repeat the same thing hereafter. Please help me. We are not going to face the reactions.
We are doing all the four things, chanting and whatever the things are prescribed. So apart from that, we should not be indulging in donations and charities.
No. Before doing that one, you should ask your authority. How can? But we have to help them also. Please understand. But beggar is coming. He is telling, I am starving for 2 days. Please give me something. Isn't it? He is also part and parcel of Krishna. But he is in the wrong way. That's why he is suffering. Now you understood. You should try to make him to get on to the right way. That is your problem. That is your helping method. You understand? You cannot let him to go on the same wrong path. That is Krishna consciousness. That is preaching. Now you understand the point?
Preaching means what should I be doing?
You are stopping the person going in the wrong way.
He is a beggar. Now what do I preach to him?
You should make him to understand why you become beggar, as though you are the son of Krishna. We are all children of Krishna. Why you are here in this flat? Why somebody is on the hut? Even not even hut. They are open place. There are many people are living and sleeping. Why they are? They are also children of Krishna. We are also children of Krishna. Why the difference? You did something good. They did everything wrong. The difference is there. So if they come for help, we should make them understand why you are suffering. Isn't it? You are convinced or not?
Prabhuji, related to that only. I always have been, we haven't.
Very good. Yeah.
In 18.67 it says, shall I read it?
Yes. Yeah.
இந்த ரகசிய ஞானம் தவமில்லாதவருக்கோ பக்தி இல்லாதவருக்கோ பக்தி தொழில் ஈடுபடாதவருக்கோ என் மீது பொறாமை உள்ளவருக்கோ ஒருபோதும் விளக்கப்படக்கூடாது. So when we tell it to somebody,
preaching here.
Even for example, I've been learning this for almost 2-3 years. So whomever I meet, I tell them that.
Very correct. Okay.
But I always
Krishna told you not to preach them.
Sense, not in that level, but I don't know. I don't have that much.
With your capacity, you can do. With your capacity, you can do.
I'm doing it,
Yeah.
but I don't know whether that person comes under any of this. So I always have that behind my mind whether
No
I
problem.
The next one he says that also is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So whenever you are having no self-motivation,
Okay.
and then you want to please Krishna by helping others,
Okay.
then Krishna is not going to punish you. You understand?
Okay. So
You are
we
doing
need
something.
not,
No,
I
what
want
is his
to support
position?
that person.
Not necessary. But you know, outwardly he is a beggar. Inwardly, if you see, he is the son of Krishna. You understand? Outwardly he is a beggar. Inside you should see that one he is the son of Krishna. You want to help outwardly or inwardly? Inwardly means we should convince him. I understand your position, you are my brother. But you went on the wrong path. That's why you are suffering. Please stop that one. Come on this one. You got the point? Then he will be, that's the permanent solution for his problem. That's what we are preaching. Preachers means that's the thing. We shall stop him going on the wrong path. Bring him back to the right path. Then you can help him. He will never forget your instructions. At least for 2-3 days it may remain there. No, he will do. Then once he may come back to you also. He will ask you also. If you are giving something eatable and he will eat that one, after 4 hours, again he is going to stop. That's not a permanent solution. We are not seeing the outwardly. Outwardly is the actions of Maya. That's not going to help. So inwardly we have to say, he is Krishna's son. How can I help him? He should become Krishna conscious. You understand? Don't see outwardly. Outwardly means we can see so many things we cannot. Our help should really help him. Help for his soul, not for the body. helping the soul is more important than helping the body. One person is drowning, you are catching his coat, you are pulling that one and you are telling, I protected him, I caught him. What is the use of taking the coat? Isn't it? We have the person, you need to have this sikka. Huh? If you hold that sikka's this boy heads, then you can say, hey, I protected him. Isn't it? So don't see outwardly, he's a beggar, he's a rascal, he's a scoundrel, anything. But inwardly they are children of Krishna. So we have to make them convinced at that point. Huh? It is the permanent solution. Giving the solution for bodily problems is no good. But giving the solution to enlighten the soul is the permanent solution.
So why can't we take it like this? Supposing if we don't
Why you have to take like that one? Please understand. I am telling, in parampara we cannot take as we like. We should take what Krishna wants.
No, now only he is begging.
Uh,
Now if nobody gives him food, he's
yes.
asking and begging.
Uh,
Now if he resorts to stealing, then
Yeah.
is he not depressed?
why? Why you are forgetting Krishna? Why Krishna is not helping him? As though he is his own son, Krishna's son. Who are you to help him such a person? You see, if Krishna does not want him to help anyway,
No, why can't we think that he is making us as an instrument to help him?
Krishna doesn't want that one. Krishna wants him to suffer. And you want him not to suffer. So you are going against Krishna.
If everything is the design of Krishna, why should that beggar come and ask me for money? Why should he could have gone somewhere else?
If he could have gone to somebody else, then that same person also will think, why he has come to me? Why not to you? So your thoughts and all has no value. That's the thing I'm telling. Your thoughts and all only influenced by Maya. Don't think anything. You are misusing your independence. If you think something on your own, whimsically, then you are misusing your independence. If you accept the authority's instruction, then it is good.
No, I accept that Krishna is using me to help him or to bring him out of the situation, to give him a helping hand.
But you should have how to help him. You should convince him why you are suffering first. If you go to doctor, what doctor is going to immediately after seeing you, he is going to give some prescription. He will test first what is the problem, why the disease has come, isn't it? Then only he will prescribe. But you, without understanding his problem, you are prescribing something. You do not know what is the cause for his problem. So that treatment is going to help him? Definitely not. If a doctor tells, oh, I understood, you have some problem. This is the best medicine. You take this one. Like that what the doctor does? If first of all he finds what is the real problem, then only he will prescribe. Isn't it? So we should also understand why he is suffering. You have to tell. For any problem, the point is only one thing, that he is not following the Krishna's instruction. Huh? So particularly we do not want. First of all, you should praise Krishna. For that one, we should insist him to chant Hare Krishna. And then you can help him. Then only that gives him permanent solution. Otherwise not. You understand? Then suppose if somebody else also like you are in the mode of goodness, that's called mode of goodness. Huh? In the mode of goodness you are giving him. So there are so many people in mode of goodness. Everybody does like that one only. But he's not. But one who is in Krishna consciousness, he never does like that one. You have to come from mode of goodness to transcendental mode. There's three modes. No, you should get out from the influence of the three modes. Krishna is telling in Arjuna, Traigunya Visaya Veda. Vedas, if you read Vedas, that deals only with these three modes only. You forget them. Krishna is telling, Traigunya Visaya Veda, Nistraigunya Bhava Arjuna. You come out from these three gunas. Out of goodness. Many people, they are good people, they are in the mode of goodness, they show some pity on them. But they do not know what is the real consequence of that action. So even in the mode of goodness is also not good. You have to transcend that one, come to the transcendental position. Suddha Tattva, that's called Suddha Tattva. You understand? So you don't bother for what happened in the previous time and all. Now, right now you should surrender to Krishna. Right now you should understand the things. It's clear? You forget that and all, no problem. If you surrender to Krishna, Krishna is going to eradicate all your sinful reactions. There's no problem. Reactions also given by Krishna. So if you are surrendering to Krishna, Krishna is going to forgive you. But at least now you should understand what is the help. The help, I want to help him temporarily or permanently. He is Krishna's son. Which is better? You should think like that one. You understand? So permanent help is always better. If you do that permanent help to others, Krishna is very much pleased and he is going to empower you more and more. Then you can help others also permanently. So this ordinary one, paisa feko tamasa deko. In Hindi they say, throw some money and see it's a magic. That's no good. We have to give some permanent solution. Then you are the best. Is it not? Please try to. Okay? You forget the world and all, not necessary. The world things and all, because we were unaware. Unaware position, we did something, no problem. Because you did something, that's why Krishna brought you now to this position. Isn't it? Like that. Yes. Yes, Prabhuji, you are not convinced. Please come up now.
No, basically, I'm not convinced.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm also telling.
Karmic action needs its own results. Say, like football game,
No.
push a ball.
That's the thing you should understand.
It's not that I don't think
Brahma.
karmic action. Krishna want me to come. I did a mistake. So I went to place. I got contaminated. I got bacteria and got ill. So it is a result of the action.
Yes.
It is not that Krishna is there controlling each and every action of mine. It is karmic thing. It's a natural reaction. So when I did a bad thing, so I am going to suffer.
Yes.
She says somebody sought help. There may be situation that I also seek help. I am in bad need of, I am in debt and need seek help.
We are stopping you to come to the situation.
No.
Don't imagine.
No. See, when you say Krishna will help, it is a proposition.
He will help only if you surrender to him.
It is a proposition. For a third person, for a realized person, it may be different. For a person who is still doing sadhana, it is a proposition. Don't say that, don't suppose. You say, no, Krishna will help. For me, for an unrealized person, it's a statement. Krishna will help or not, I am not saying he will not help.
Yes, correct.
Okay. A realized person, he surely knows that.
Why don't you follow realized person? That is my question.
The question difficulty comes, who is realized person? He is not Muhammad Prophet. Muhammad is not realized person. He is not Jesus realized person. He is not Shankara realized person. Ramnath.
So for that one, please listen to me. If you do devotional service Krishna, you understand Krishna, no? You accept Krishna, no?
I accept
Please
Krishna.
answer my questions.
I accept Krishna. Okay, that's a different thing. But still, as a person having free will, is there free mind and all those things? I doubt. How come that only Krishna?
It means that you want to be on your own way. You do not want to surrender to Krishna. That is the point I understood from you.
I want to
No. You may think you are so good, so nice. Everyone thinks that when I am so good, I am so perfect. But I am telling, you want to be independent, you do not want to surrender to Krishna. That's I understood now.
The difficulty is.
If you want to listen to me or you want me to listen to you, what do you want? You want me to listen to you or you, huh?
How do you know that Krishna is the only ultimate?
Huh?
How do you know Krishna is the ultimate thing?
Oh, that's why I told that one. I already told that you do not want to surrender to Krishna because you do have doubt on Krishna. What Krishna is telling in this Bhagavad Gita? Matta parataram na anyat kinchit dasti dhananjaya. Anyone else have told this one? This meaning you know? There is no one better than me.
That's the difficulty.
Huh?
Like that everyone claims.
Who claimed? You just tell me. That's the thing I'm telling.
This is claim.
Who said there is nothing?
This is claim.
No.
You come to me.
This is
I am the only source of solution.
Solution.
Salvation.
I can take you there, but he's not telling you. You come to me, you merge me. I am the lost. Like that we never told.
Only through
No.
me I can.
So I understood because of your words only telling me that you are not surrendering to Krishna. You are not accepting Krishna. That is the point. That is the point.
For the instance that we have to encompass all the religions.
Yeah, we are not against Christianity. Even in the church, if they welcome, I go and speak. Even in mosque, I give lectures. We are not against them. He misunderstood that point. He is not accepting. Krishna is telling Matta Parataram Nanyat. No, I don't accept. Jesus Christ never told that I am the lost. There is no one better than me. He told that when I am the Son of God.
No, I just want to ask one question.
Yes.
So, Gita is now, more popular.
Not popular. Whether you make it popular or you make it unpopular, Gita is Gita.
I just want to say. So, people following Christianity and
Yes.
religion,
Yes.
they get salvation.
Why not? Prabhupada went to America. He never told that I am going to make you all Hindu people. No, he never told. He is told that when I am going to make you perfect Christians. There is no perfection in Christianity. There is no perfection in Hinduism. There is no perfect in Muslimism. So we are making them perfect. We never make even Christian to Hindu.
They are not perfect. How are they getting salvation? People from other
Huh?
religion. How are they getting salvation?
They do not know even this what is the spiritual world. The Christians know only heavenly planets. Beyond that one, they do not know.
They do not have a concept of soul.
There are so many things.
Soul kadayadunga.
So even then,
RIPs, that's where Christianity is. Rest in peace, they.
No, that it is not possible. Yeah, rest in peace என்றது ஒரு கான்செப்டே கிடையாது.
so you see, in a school, 12 standards are there. In the lower level, they have only little knowledge. As you are going higher levels, then only you will have more and more knowledge. Isn't it? So the topmost one is this one. They are in the middle. They cannot get salvation. Means what do you mean by salvation? Salvation means, I told that one, he is reaching that constitutional position where he is going to be happy forever. That is the salvation. Huh?
They have to come back.
It is only the word we know of salvation. We do not know the meaning of the salvation. Where there is no problem for at all. The quality of the soul is Sat Chit Ananda. Sat means eternity. There is no fear. They are going to exist. In this material world, we are scared of death. Anything happens, oh, I am going to die. That fear is not there. That is called the Sat, eternity. We are not going to die. Chit means knowledge.
But they can't be always in that place.
No. Once you got into that constitutional position, you will never change.
No, I'm
You
saying
already-
the soul needs to come back or
This need not come. Soul. You are the only soul.
Vaikuntha, okay.
In Vaikuntha, after you reaching, now we are suffering, we understood, we are practicing Krishna consciousness, we are coming to the supreme post, that's complete and perfect. We become complete and perfect. We are pure. After giving up this body, we are going there. There, You have this body, this material body. There we will have spiritual body.
The you means what? You may say, suppose
Soul.
this life I realize. So will I go there as something Vijayaraman, something like that?
No, Vijayaraman is only for this body.
No, okay. Now, then there are some stories which say that no, even acharyas go there with to the place, and acharya will remain as Ramanuja, as Prabhupada and all those things. Now, how come that they did the service here? They
went back.
They realized souls. And one thing, how can they still retain the status of a acharya there?
No, I'm telling everyone entering into spiritual world,
Equal.
they have the constitutional position. Each one, you also.
Is it hierarchy? Is there any hierarchy that?
No, you see, please understand. If you take the watch is a whole. There are so many parts, isn't it? The parts, each part got its own position. We cannot displace the position of the part, isn't it? Then if each and everyone is staying in its own position, then the whole is working very nicely, isn't it? So after we entering there, we are going to occupy our particular constitutional position. Everyone, Prabhupada, Ramanujacharya, anybody, after occupying that one, they don't change. But if Krishna wants anyone to come down again to preaching purposes, they come down. They are leave on that period, that time there. We are also taking some leave. No, we were working for some company, but we are taking some leave. Like that one, Krishna sends them for preaching purposes. Otherwise, they remain in their own position. They are working, and Krishna is happy. You are working in your office very nicely. Your boss is happy, isn't it? Like that one, after occupying that constitutional position, we are working for Krishna, and Krishna is happy. You are also happy. If Krishna wants somebody, in this material world there are some problem, he wants somebody to go there. Now also in office somebody is sending, Chennai office, in Middle East there is something needed, so better you go there and finish off the job and come back. Like that one, he sends us there. Those who are preachers, those who have the talents that according to the constitutional position, they will send him. And they do. Afterwards they go back. Isn't it? But here we are teaching, and you and me have here some relationship. After reaching there, we have the relationship with only Krishna. Each person has his relationship with Krishna. Unique relationship. There and all, if I go, you go there, I go there, I cannot find Vijay Raghavan there. You cannot find where is Parveshwara Dasa there. You understand? Here it is like that one. Because of a material body, we recognize by this one. But once we go there, we forget all these things. We have our own constitutional position. You understand? So in that relationship we will have, that everyone got the connection to Krishna. Here it is not like that one. If for each family everyone got connected to the father. Isn't it? The neighbor one, they don't have, they have got their own father. But in spiritual world, wherever we are, all got connected to Krishna.
This is valid only for human beings.
No, you don't think that you are only a human being. You come across all these living beings. You were once the ant. You were once cockroach. You were once
The number of souls.
84 lakhs living beings. That is there. 84 lakhs, we have to come through the evolutionary process. We are coming. Once we come to the human body, then only we have this knowledge. Krishna has given us independence and the thinking power that's developed. Now you have the meter. The meter works for the lower species up to animals, they have no meter. They have no action and reaction. You understand? They can enjoy like anything. We want to enjoy like anything, no? So Krishna allowed us to enjoy like what we want through 80 lakh species. But after the final 4 lakhs human beings and demigods, we have meters. We have little independence. Whether you are using the independence properly or improperly, that is up to you. It's not going to object you. But if you improperly use that one, you are going to face the consequence. You understand? That's the thing we are doing, the preachers. We are making you to understand the things as per the scriptures. We don't say as we like. Because we are coming from this parampara.
What is realization? Difference between realization and acquisition. Acquiring and realizing. How would you realize without acquiring?
After acquiring means some knowledge you got. 2 into 2 is 4.
What is realizing?
Realizing means you exactly saw that when if you are adding 2 and 2, that becomes 4. You will never say 2 plus 2 is 3 or 5. After realizing 2 plus 2 is 4, you will never.
No, I'm saying acquiring. Difference between acquiring and
You acquire knowledge from you.
addition. You are understanding the concept of addition because 2 plus 2 is 4.
Mm.
1 plus 3 also is 4.
Mm.
So you are realizing that addition. You are
Yeah.
understand the concept of addition.
Yes. Realization also, the theory and practical. Boyle's law. What is the theory? Theory formula, what is the Boyle's law?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
You don't know
Even
Boyle's
they-
law?
even they believe, see when they
No, please, don't interfere. Boyle's law is nothing but the object immersed in water completely. This is only Boyle's law, no? Matadi?
that float law, that is different.
No. Boyle's law. Completely, if an object is completely immersed in the water, then it apparently known as some loss of weight of that object. If the object completely immersed in water, we can feel that when it lost some weight. Okay? The weight, how to estimate that weight means if you collect the water, dispel the.
Archimedes principle. That is, if you put a.
That's Archimedes principle. That's
Displace
okay. This is Archimedes principle. The water weight, no, that weight. Boyle's law means PV is equal to C constant. Pressure
You will not
and volume.
You will already-
Pressure and volume is equal to constant at particular temperature. If the temperature, if you change, then PV, the C is also getting changed. This only theory in class we can hear. But if you go to laboratory and you do that one, you will realize that one. I remember all this, but the name only got changed now. I did my thing in 1972. You understand? The principle, the concept is the same. That we had to realize. PV is equal to constant at a particular temperature. Yeah? You know that one, cigarette smoking is injurious to health. Everyone got that point, that knowledge. You know that one, everyone stopped smoking cigarettes? Huh? Isn't it? Huh? Those who are smoking cigarette, you can ask him whether you know this. Yes, I know. But they are unable to control themselves because they never realized. You understand the point? We may say so many things. Huh? I love you today. Tomorrow we are marrying. Next day, divorcing. Isn't it? Earlier it was not there. Huh? Now everything become worst. Huh? The knowledge is very nice. You are very nice to me, I am very nice to me. Now we marriage. The next day divorcing. Actually there is no love at all. I told I love you, you love me. There is no love. If there is love, they don't divorce. You understand? So, the knowledge is very easily you can acquire, but realizing the knowledge is not that much easy. Huh? Isn't it? So, everything is cheating here. The whole world is cheaters and cheated. They will give so much knowledge, but they cannot give the realized knowledge. It's very, very difficult. The realized knowledge, you yourself practice that one. Then only you will realize. The realized knowledge no one can give you. What they realize they can tell you. But what all I am telling you cannot accept, you cannot be convinced. You have to apply them on your own, then only you will also realize. You understand? Even the realized person is telling something and you cannot realize. If an unrealized person is telling you how you are, where is the possibility of realizing that one? Isn't it? So this is the very special organization. The Krishna consciousness organization is not material organization. This is spiritual organization. So it is not that much easy. Everybody will accept this one. It's only the intellectual persons they can only accept. Otherwise it's very, very difficult. So the knowledge Krishna is telling, Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavan iti sapyate. So understand the absolute truth also 3 stages. Brahman. Brahman means they spread throughout the space. One energy spread throughout the space. If you turn on this little tube light, the light rays spread throughout this hall. If I don't see the light, I can see these rays. I can see the light. This one knowledge about the tube light. But this light is not complete knowledge of tube light. Isn't it? Suppose if I take one mirror, and I can see the reflection of the light here. This is also tube light. That is also tube light. But there is difference. This tube light in the mirror, the image and the original, they have difference. But if we touch the tube light, I work on the tube light, then I can understand many things about the complete knowledge of a tube light I can understand. Isn't it? So, the Muslims, they say Allahu Akbar. They are in the first stage, Brahman stage. The Christians are in second stage, Paramatma stage. These Vaishnavas, they are in the third stage. They are in Bhagavan stage. Sun rays are there. Sun is there. Sun rays. Now we can see the sun rays. But I am not seeing the sun. I understand something about the sun. But if reflection, on that roof you can see the reflection, I can see sometimes that's getting on. Sun image, I can see the second stage. If I go to sun planet, I can meet the Bhagavan, the sun Bhagavan, Vivaswan. I can second him. I can speak to him. But by seeing this sunshade, sunlight, I cannot speak to him. Even in the imagination, the image, I cannot speak to him. Isn't it? So these are the 3 different. That's why even if Muslims or Christians welcome us to give lecture, we can give. We don't disappoint them because we understood all the 3. Those who are in the Brahman stage, they cannot understand the Paramatma stage and Bhagavan stage. But those who are in the Paramatma stage, they can understand Brahman and Paramatma. But those in Bhagavan stage, they understand all. You got the point? This is there in Bhagavatam also. Brahmeti Bhagavaneti. Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavan iti sabhyate.
She had that regarding the form of the Lord.
So in sun rays you are seeing, you cannot see the form of the sun. Even in the imagination, the mirror, you can understand little form of the sun. But if you go to sun planet, you can really see the form. So we can say sun has formless, this Brahman stage. Sun has the form in Bhagavan stage. In partial realization, you cannot find the form. You may say that formless, God is formless. Yes, you are in first stage. You are not gone to that stage.
What is the form of God? Is there a physical form?
Yes, it's like us. As you and me speaking now, if you go there, you can speak to him like that one. Krishna is telling in 4th chapter, I spoke this Bhagavan, this sun god, this Bhagavad Gita earlier to him, in the beginning of creation. Without any form, without anything, without having the higher ears, how he can hear Krishna is speaking? Krishna is a fool? His hearing means it's not complete. The action is not complete unless someone hears that one. Isn't it? The fools may speak, but no one is hearing means he's a fool. He's speaking unnecessarily. Krishna is not a fool. He is the source of everything. You can understand anyhow. He has no form. Yes, correct. That's the Brahman. No form. Krishna is the answer for all the things.
The only thing is, he showed to
Arjuna.
son, no, the Bhagavad Gita, he said, I taught him.
Correct, so sun god.
Vishwabhu and all. Now we see sun doesn't have any shape. Sun is a energy. No, it is a.
That is because your view is not perfect. If you have the eyes, perfect eyes, then you can see him. Can you see your own back? Can you see anything inside the room which is no?
I'm seeing a sun as a.
Yes, correct. Because
ball of fire.
that is not. You see, you mean to say that the sun is only that much size? You are apparently seeing him. You mean to say that that's only the size of the sun?
No, the explanation.
So you need to go there, sun planet, then only you will understand. Here you will know only partially. It's not completely. You may say the sun is round. Yes, that's a planet. Inside the planet, the person is there. Unless we don't go there, we cannot see him. From here, it's like that one. One son asked the father, Father, see the aeroplane is going there, very so small. Very, very small. Then he took the son to the airport and he asked, you see this aeroplane? Oh, it is so big. From distance we cannot understand anything. If you go closer, then we'll understand. That's why I'm telling, outwardly if you see something, we cannot understand. You have to go inwardly. That is the truth. Outwardly is only the arrangement, temporary arrangement by Maya. So with our material knowledge, in the beginning itself I told that one, with our material knowledge we cannot understand the knowledge of spirituality. We have to first come out from the influence of material things. For that only we have to do sadhana, chanting, following four eclectic principles, and eating only prasadam, bhog that is offered to Krishna. If Krishna is pleased with us, then he will reveal spirituality to us, otherwise not. We will be in the influence of Maya, we can speak so many, we'll become Mayavadi, Vaidism, this, that and all we can speak, but all are useless. No use, unless or otherwise, we don't come to the absolute truth. We cannot help ourselves. We can boast so many things, but this is all mere waste. Arjuna is telling, yes, Krishna, I heard what all you told, that all I already heard this one, but now, personally I am hearing from you. I believe you. My ideas and all, I will forego that and all. My idea was, I do not want to fight. I want to live, going out and begging alms. But now I give up all these ideas. Now I am going to follow anything that you are telling me. This is beginning. So now also when you don't come to that stage, you cannot understand the truth. You understand? we accept that Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then you begin. Then Krishna will take care of us. Otherwise not. That's very, very difficult. Arjuna was with Krishna from his childhood. He never understood Krishna as Supreme Person. But he come to the war field and he got confused, utterly confused. Then he's telling, my dear Krishna, my knowledge doesn't work, it's not helping me. I spoke in first chapter, he spoke so many things. He's telling what all I spoke, that is not helping me now. I lost my composure. Now I accept you as my spiritual master. Please accept me as your disciple. You are the only person can eradicate all my doubts. You can only give me the absolute truth. I surrendered. Then only Krishna is done. As though Krishna was very close to Arjuna from childhood, he never revealed himself. So we may speak so many things, but we never understood Krishna. Unless we don't surrender. Bhaktya mam abhijanati. Krishna is telling, only by rendering devotional service unto him, he will realize himself. No one can realize. Even Guru cannot realize Krishna to you. Krishna, Guru is guiding you, giving you the theory. You have to practically realize. You have to see the hidden hand of Krishna. If Krishna is pleased, then he himself will reveal you. Otherwise not. Yes, come up.
Like Varaha, I had mentioned this in the question. Like Varaha, they show him lifting the earth from the ocean.
Yes.
So what does the ocean signify? Earth is on top of the earth. Ocean is
This is the earth, where we are living now, is the earth.
So they show him bringing earth on his tusk
From the ocean.
So
Yes.
What is that ocean?
What does that ocean signify?
The ocean, bottom of this universe, that is Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. From his navel only, the lotus flower that comes the topmost, it spreads from bottom to top. The top there is Brahma. We are in the middle planetary systems. There is the ocean, Garbhodaka Sai ocean, that is called. Ocean means water is there. The Hiranyaksha, he wanted to win everything. He wanted to keep everything under his control, even this earth also. So he put this earth in the ocean, Garbhodaka Sai ocean.
So its ocean is a universe.
What?
So Earth per se is running in an orbit around the sun.
Okay.
And if the if the Earth is little bit here and there also, the
Disturbance will be there.
Yeah, it will not be viable for.
Correct.
any
That's and all controlled.
Yeah. So I was thinking probably it got moved. from
So
the-
I'm telling again and again, don't think on your own. You can ask us how it is.
Yeah,
That is called a submissive inquiries, I told. Don't use your own intellectual intelligence. In the beginning itself I told. Now you say, if I have any board or thing, I can easily put it,
Maybe a paper and
this on paper, then you can easily understand.
paper and
You understand the point? Don't use my intelligence. With that one, it's very, very difficult. That will be making sound? Acha.
Maybe back.
It's going on?
batteries.
No, it's fully charged. You are hearing now from that? There is. I fully charged and brought that one.
No, whenever he talks, there is
Hare Krishna. Just keep little distance, that's all. No, now it's not giving, when it is producing that time. The Brahmanda is big, just like a coconut. big one. The bottommost, this Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu is lying in that water.
The Earth is a part of this solar system. The solar system is part of
Solar system is the middle planetary system. I am talking about the bottommost, Brahmanda bottom. Huh? Yes.
They say like this.
They say and all I don't like. I don't want. I want to think only of the scriptures.
I'm saying.
Uh,
So there are so many suns like.
there are only one sun.
No.
Yeah, only one sun in one universe.
One
No, only
universe.
our universe. There's so many other Milky Way galaxies. There are so many other.
That is beyond our universe. Beyond our universe.
So okay, so Krishna is only in charge of our universe.
It's not like Krishna is in charge of everything.
Anything beyond him.
Because
Hmm?
because they have found out there are so many other. There could be 10 to the power of so
That
many
no
suns.
scientists and all don't believe. So roughly I put this one. This is universe. He is the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu lying bottommost. Here is the water. Garbhodaka. Udaka means water. Garbhodaka Sai means for me navel. Is coming. That's why it's called Garbha. And from this one, here is the Brahma. This is the heavenly planets. This is the center. Here round about this point is called the middle planet system. Our Earth is here. Above that one only the sun, moon, all this. That's called even we can say heavenly planets. Heavenly. Ours is middle planetary system. Middle. Lower is this hellish. This is the hellish. Everything, sun is somewhere here in the heavenly planets. And all are rotating here around sun, and sun is also not stationary, he is also rotating. Sun is rotating and all other planets also rotating. We are in the middle planet system. The other end, the Mercury, Mars, Venus, anything, everything is rotating, including this this one and the moon also. Moon I don't want to, many people got confused. Moon is actually, they say according to scriptures, it is beyond sun. So everyone is moving around the sun. Sun is also having its own orbit. This earth also having. Earth is the special one, is all these planets also is rotating on its own axis as well as rotating around the sun. So here is the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. So here the Hiranyaksha put this earth in the water, completely immersed. Those days they have that much power. This is in Satya Yuga, not this Kali Yuga. In Satya Yuga, he doesn't want to have anyone better than him. He wants to control everything. So Hiranyaksha put this earth inside the water. But it is the creation of this world. So Krishna wants somehow the earth. Earth only where we living beings can live. So he wants to bring this back to its own position. So he came as Varaha. Then only he took this one up and placed in that one. So Hiranyaksha is killed by Varaha. So his brother Hiranyakasipu, he wants to take revenge on Vishnu. So these are all very nice stories. Through these stories we have to realize the truth. Instead we ridicule the stories. Many people, riddles in Ramayana, Ambedkar's. You heard that one? Riddles in Ramayana. So like that one, people having no knowledge, realization, they can find so many faults with all this. But this and all very fact. Those who able to see inwardly the hidden end of Krishna, they can understand the truth. Otherwise it's impossible. This earth practically, completely took from this orbit and pressed in the true water. No living being should be there like that one. Because it's demon. So that is his mentality. So we have to submissively inquire, then we can understand. Don't use your intelligence. Here is the earth planet. Here 21 point something percent is earth, the rest and all water, sea. And you got confused with this sea and this sea. Am I correct?
No, I had asked two parts. Whether they are trying to say because 30% is under
21 point something.
70% is water. So I was living in a place of Pachmadi, it's near Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh.
Okay.
It's a hill station. But millions of years ago, it was submerged in water. It came up because you can see the stones and all that cannot be found on the hills.
The mountains
Only on
everywhere you
sea
can see, no?
Only on sea you can see the stones, that particular formation of stones. That's how I came to that. It was
Achha.
millions of years ago. It was under sea. It has come up. So I was just inquisitive. They say that Earth has fallen down.
It never fallen down. It's put in the water, forcibly.
Yeah. So Varaha brings it up. So my doubt was, if ocean is already on the earth, how can earth fall in the ocean? Or if they're trying to signify that God pushed the land up. And the second question was, maybe it fell off from its orbit.
It never happens.
Yeah, that's how it was.
Because it is by
No,
Krishna.
in the sense she is trying to say that
Because the Hiranyaksha story you didn't know. The Hiranyaksha, the story you didn't know. That's why you imagine like that one.
No. The second part was it was removed from its orbit and pushed in the cosmic universe somewhere down, apart from its orbit.
by the demons.
And that's why the life became. Because as you also said, if it's away from its orbit,
Yes.
it cannot function.
Yeah.
So that's what my question was. So why the ocean means they should say specifically.
This is the ocean.
Yeah, that's what.
Here also we have the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But it was fell into
He put that one in water.
Yeah.
It never fell
Yeah,
means
yeah.
we are telling that what Krishna did in that one there is a mistake.
Okay.
Anything Krishna never does any mistake.
No, I'm not saying it's a mistake. I'm saying
Fell down means there is some our buildings are collapsing. No? It is engineer's mistake. If fell down means engineer is Krishna's mistake. I am very particular of this verse also. Please understand. It never fell down. It was brought inside the water, put inside the water by Hiranyaksha. So he did everything against the will of Krishna. He wants to be powerful. So Krishna wants to take back. That's all.
The similar
Krishna
doubt
is-
can come even in
Yeah.
Ramana also.
I actually admire your questions.
even that fish also I am.
Even
Yeah.
Vamana also, how
Yeah.
he
So
takes steps.
knowing all these things is
I was just curious.
now it is clear or not for
I'm
you?
clear about this, but I was really curious if we should be really.
That curiosity is very good.
No,
We
should we be contemplating
welcome.
Should we be contemplating all these things, or should we just leave it as such and
Don't leave it as it is. You have to take. You if you go to after finishing Bhagavad Gita, if you read Bhagavatam, in Bhagavatam 3rd chapter, all the incarnations are all given. Understand? So this is the system Prabhupada actually informed us. We have to read first this book. Small books also, of course. After that one, Bhagavad Gita as it is from top to bottom. Each and every letter. And then go to Bhagavatam. Finish like that one. Then go to Chaitanya Charitamrita. If you go through, if you finally went all the 3 books, then you will become pure devotee. You will understand. Until you finish off the last one, you will have so many doubts, so many things, unclear things also. Once you finish off that one, you can read second time, third time also. Unless you are not understanding Bhagavad Gita, we cannot come to the conclusion that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We will say so many things, but nowhere I surrender to Krishna. But after this one only, the Sarvadharman Parityajya, if you realize a sloka, then we'll come to that one, the point that Krishna is the Supreme. We'll accept, yes, Matta Palatulunana. No one else, anywhere, never mentioned that no one is better than me, except Krishna. Even Rama never told, Varaha never told, Nrsimha never told. Only Krishna, no one else. They cannot even eradicate our sinful actions. Even Lord Shiva cannot. Only Krishna is the name. That's why Krishna's another name is Mukunda, one who gives liberation. Mukunda, no one else. So our philosophy is called Achinta Beda Abeda Tattva. Our philosophy. So many people came and they told even Visishta. Visishta means very, very special. But that also is not convincing. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is none other than Krishna himself, he came and he explained our philosophy as Achintya Beda Abeda. Achintya means we cannot conceive, we cannot understand, we cannot do anything on our own. That is Achintya. Beda means difference. It's different. Abeda means no difference. No different. Tattva philosophy. It looks same, but at the same time it looks different. This is the point. So if you thoroughly understand that point, any question in this world, for all the questions, all the problems, the solution is Krishna consciousness. If you understand what is Krishna consciousness, easily you can give the solution. Otherwise it's very, very difficult. We have so many problems. Means they never understood Krishna consciousness.
What is the actual Krishna consciousness? Is it consciousness of Krishna?
You have consciousness or not?
My consciousness there.
Is there? No. So you have to develop your consciousness towards Krishna. Then wherever, whatever you are seeing, you will have some relationship with this, what you are seeing at Krishna.
Not the consciousness of Krishna itself.
That's the only consciousness of Krishna.
No, basically, correct. No, what
Suppose, if this is my watch, I left here, I forgot this one. I left here and I went home. Afterward they see this, oh, the Prabhu, he forgot to take this one. As they are looking at this watch, they remember me or not? Isn't it? That's the consciousness of. So as we are seeing anything for the matter, oh, these are all Krishnas. This wood is coming from earth.
Is it a sort of concept or
This is your consciousness. Consciousness is not concept. Your consciousness. This wood and Krishna, you don't find difference. If Krishna is not there, they wouldn't have come. It all, the source of this one is Krishna. The source of table is Krishna.
Yeah, the way I have that question is.
Yes, you can have.
You acquire, you get into Krishna consciousness. Is it that consciousness of Lord Krishna itself? Like that.
There is no difference between that and this.
Then it becomes something similar to Advaita, no?
No.
Atma Paramatma.
You see, that's why I told, it looks one, at the same time it is different. This is only explained by Krishna himself in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I am telling, for example, this door, this is the wood. The wood source is Krishna. The earth He's telling them, Bhumi aponalo vayu kammanum buddhiryevacha. In that one, from earth, the trees coming, from the trees we are making this very nice doors fitting for this purpose. So the source is Krishna. So as soon as how beautiful Krishna is, from Krishna this beautiful door has come. You immediately, you have to develop. That's why I told, develop. As soon as we see this one, we have to develop. Oh, so nice this one. How nice Krishna is. Then you are Krishna conscious.
Seeing Krishna in everything.
Yeah. Because the source of everything is Krishna. Aham sarvasya prabhava matta sarvam pravartate. Everything is coming from Krishna. You cannot say that this is not from Krishna. No. That's why Krishna is telling in 2 slokas. Mama vartman vartante manushya partha sarvasaha. All the men, they are, even without knowledge, they are after me. Everyone wants something. The source of that something is Krishna. Huh? You may have so many things, but source of the things are all Krishna. So invariably you are after him. Isn't it? Whether you have that knowledge or not, you are after him. That's the point. So we are making you to develop that consciousness. By practicing, we become perfect. By practicing, we become able to see Krishna's hidden hand in this one. You become Krishna conscious. So these are the 3 stages: Brahma, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. That's why we don't differentiate Christians, Muslims, or Zoroastrians. They are also children of Krishna, but they are in different levels. We try to help them, making them to stay there itself and become perfect in that stage. If you are imperfect, you are suffering. If you become in that same stage perfect, you will be happy. That's what we are doing. That's what Prabhupada also told. I'm not going to convert you people to Hindus. I want to see you perfect Christians. There is no difference between perfect Muslim, perfect Christian, perfect Hindu. The perfection should be there. Now we are imperfect and incomplete. That's the problem.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
It is totally different from that.
No problem. Anything.
It's 2.45. It says வேதங்கள் பொதுவாக பௌதிக இயற்கையில் முக்குணங்களை பற்றியவை. அர்ஜுனா இம்மூன்று குணங்களுக்கு அப்பாற்பட்டவனாக ஆவாயாக.
I already told the same thing. Traigunya Visya Vedan is Traigunya Bhavartana.
Here Krishna also says he is in Veda, he is Samaveda in Bhagavad Gita. So as well as he was trying to...
It doesn't mean that one, other Vedas and all in that one Krishna is not there.
No.
He is telling, among the Pandavas, I am Arjuna. Also he is telling, no, what does it mean?
No.
Arjuna is not Krishna.
No, my question is the Veda important for this Kali Yuga?
No, not necessary.
So, but is Krishna's Vedas...
So, you can take 15:15. Now, in that one Krishna is telling, Vedesa sarvam aham eva vedyaham vedanta krut veda vid eva chaham. 15:15. Am I correct?
1.5.
1.5, yeah. Sarvasya chaham rudhi sannivishta. Second line is Yajnanta krut veda vidyeva chaham. 15:15. Sarvasya chaham rudhi sannivishta. That you forget. Vedesa sarvam aham eva vedya. Vedesa sarvam, all Vedas. Aham eva vedya. You have to understand me only through the Vedas.
So, which means we to take care of this Veda to...
Not necessarily, you see.
But if we don't, develop, I mean, either it don't stay, right, for this Kali Yuga.
Father only, he has come as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has given you easy things. There is staircase for a 100-story building. Staircase is there. If you want to go there, you have to climb on. But if you have the lift, you need not climb on all the staircases. You can easily and immediately you can reach the 100th floor, isn't it? So you need not go through all the Vedas, you have to understand only Krishna. The purpose of Vedas is to understand Krishna. But we are giving you the knowledge of Krishna. Why to go through the Vedas? Huh? You understand? It's just like lift. To reach there, we have to go through all this one staircase. But instead of that one, we have lift. So forget, Krishna is telling Kali Yuga, our age, this one is 100 years only. In Satya Yuga, they were living for 1 lakh years. But you're all children, my children. I want to give the same facilities what they had in Satya Yuga, same facilities here in Kali Yuga also. They were doing so much tapasya, 60,000 years, 10,000 years. But Krishna is telling not necessary. At least now you realize me, you do chanting. I will give you my revelation. You understand? Wherever we are, Krishna is loving us, but we are going against him. That's why we are having problems. So the essence we have to see. You are doing something. For every action there is some purpose. Without purpose we don't do any action. The reading of the Vedas is to know Krishna. But you are coming to the Krishna consciousness. There is not necessary to go through all these 4 Vedas, Chaturvedi. And many people, if they go Vedas, they cannot come to conclusion Krishna. Know that one? Many are there, particularly in South India. But they never come to the conclusion to know that Krishna is everything. One more sloka also Krishna is telling, Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapajyate. The Jnana, intelligent person, he has to take Bahut Janma, many births he has to take, but what is the end? If he comes to me. Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavam Mam Prapajyate. If they surrender to him, me, then he need not take, even though he is the intelligent person, knowledge person, he need not take next birth if he surrenders to me. So the knowledge is not important. If you realize, if you surrender to Krishna and render service to Krishna, that is important. So this Krishna consciousness Krishna has given us. He has come here 500 years ago and he demonstrated what is Krishna consciousness. In this Kali Yuga, it is not that much easy to remember even God. But Krishna, out of love, he has given us very simplest method. And after this is gone, we will find only problems. The age also reduced. No one will be happy. It's the last thing for our Kali Yuga. Afterwards, after Krishna consciousness, everything, one is going to kill another, another is going to kill. All the Kali Yuga influence will be more there. So better, now we have this facility. Better you can understand. I was like you, before coming to Prabhupada books, I told you in 1982, I cannot forget. A Parthasarathi also I cannot forget. Now his daughter is also giving discourses. But very first thing I fed up with, he read my name and I need not answer this question, means what type of teacher you are then? I wanted to come out then itself, but I tolerated.
Can I ask, what was the question?
The question is, you are speaking so nicely. May I know who is your Guru? Your Guru must be better than, so nice. Is it possible that your Guru and your Guru that's coming in a disciplic succession? Like that I asked. That time I never read all these Bhagavad Gita verses. Only that general Bhagavad Gita knowledge was there, but that was not clear. May I know your Guru? You are speaking so nicely. How best your Guru trained you? And who is his Guru? And like that one, where it goes, it told, I need not answer. Is there any shameful to name Guru's name? You are shameful of telling your Guru's name? Why he is feeling like that one? That is my question. We worship Guru. And he is telling that I need not tell the answer for such questions. What does it mean? I understand he doesn't have any Guru. On his own speculations he is teaching. That's the conclusion. No one is ashamed of telling the name of his Guru. Am I correct or not, Mataji? They love to tell. Because of my Guru. Prabhupada also mentioned many times, because of my Guru, I did all this. It's not his blessings made me to do all these things. And he is ashamed of telling his Guru. This happened, you can ask him also. This happened in 1982 in Bombay. I got that much vexed that why I am hearing his words then. Without Guru we cannot come to the purification stage, cannot become pure. We have this, all the people they do know in one day, Guru Puja, Guru Purnima. At least they forget all the, but in our ISKCON we do daily. At least the worldly people, at least once a year they remember Guru. And he's telling it's not necessary to tell the answer. I don't know, this is uploading. How many people are going to see this one? And I don't know. But what are the things I am telling, that is truth. Now you got, your question is answered, Prabhuji. Please, if you have any dissatisfaction, come up. I am ready to give you, this is my duty. Yes.
In what way is thinking about whether which ocean it fell, where it came, how is it going to help us?
I am
in our
telling
spiritual journey?
no. This is to develop faith in God.
At least.
No, if you come to the conclusion that Krishna is everything, you need not go through all these things. Really? I never went through all these four Vedas, this, that, and all. Practically, I read Vivekananda's, all this, what is Chinmayananda? They have some books and all. I read all those books. I never read Vedas and all, really I'm telling you. But after getting this book, I thought that this is the final one. That and all hopeless. I've been to Chinmayananda also, Vivekananda also, Kanyakumari also I visited. I don't know, nothing is answering me. Nothing is answering. If you have faith in me, you need not go through all these things. No, if you have any doubts, if I am clearing all your doubts, then you can develop some faith in me now. Like that one, we have the Bhagavatam, everything. To develop faith in Krishna, we have to read. We have to hear from others. Then you will develop the faith. Hearing is to develop the faith. So you also take some small books like this and read. It gives everything. This and all by Prabhupada, the realized soul. That's why the life comes from life is all scientist people and all, they like this one. You read this one? Better read. You born and brought up in Madhya Pradesh?
No. My father was in army. He's going
Acha, you are roaming all the place. Very nice. Your father worked for the nation. You should work for Krishna. Your father was only for India. You are for the whole universe. It's not nice? If you become like that, if you try to be, isn't it? Krishna, the reservation of pleasure on the way to Krishna. All the books you see, so nice. This matchless gift, topmost yoga system, elevation to Krishna consciousness, beyond birth and death. All the books are very, very important. The laws of nature. This laws of nature works for us. We have to be very, very careful. But the below species, like up to animals, for them there is no law of nature. They are free. Because He gave us freedom. Because we are all children, You enjoy your life up to 80 lakh species. After 4 lakhs, after the final 4 lakhs, within that 4 lakhs, at least understand the truth and come back to me. How nice Krishna's arrangement you see. For 80 lakh species you enjoy like you like, and at least after that 4 lakhs, you understand the truth, understand me, come back to me. This Krishna is telling. So this is the point. This is Krishna consciousness. I am therefore to help you all, and even with Mataji also. She understood, she knows the conclusions. She may not express you. You understand? In that time I can come like this one and I can also make you understand better. Like that one within our lapse of congregation for 8 years. This time, none of you come for this Janmashtami program, no? In no place.
Son was
This one, we have the 8th anniversary. Within this one, within this 8 years of time, we developed 7 leaders. 3 ladies, 4 Prabhujis. She is one of them. She is undergoing that Moodle classes, I told, no? Sometimes she also got 100% in one lesson. Sometimes she also missing. So you can learn also. If you commit some mistake, the mistake is to learn the correct thing. Isn't it? You should not worry for that one. Now you are committed mistake. No. Committing mistake, unless or otherwise one kills 1 or 2, he cannot become a prominent doctor. The doctors also like that one. You can go through his history. He may hide that one. But the real thing is he must not kill 1 or 2. Otherwise he cannot become perfect. How to come to perfection? We did some mistakes, then we try to make it, isn't it? So like that one, if you do something wrong, we need not worry for that one. At least now, correct the mistake. And leading the life is better than covering up the mistake and leading the life. Isn't it? Correct the mistake and lead the life. That's better than covering up the mistake and lead the life. Isn't it? So anything else, Prabhuji? Yes, sir. Present. Yes, I cannot feed you more than the limit also. You just go through this exercise on this one. As I said, you just go through these small books. We can understand the knowledge through 3 steps, Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan. So don't be in hurry, slow and steady. Then it's very nice. Isn't it? So anything, in my batch no one is unhappy. You can ask her. She's also happy. Okay? I want you also to be happy. If you conduct programs like her, that will be very nice. First you have to realize that. Okay? Do your sadhana nicely. Sadhana means chanting, following 4 regulative principles, and accepting only offered to Krishna. Read only the books written by devotees of Krishna. Okay? Hare Krishna, thank you very much. Just you can turn that off now.